Right, so this is going to be kind of an introduction to what BibTeX is and how we can use it with LaTeX. So this is from the Wikipedia page on BibTeX. I recommend reading this, but this is the basic format. So and then the type of entry. So this is a book for academic research. A lot of times this is going to be article or conference proceedings. And then we jump into all of these different fields. So author, the title, the publisher, etc. So the purpose of BibTeX is that, you got these different file formats as talking about down here, APA, MLA, Chicago, and they all order all this stuff different, format it different, italics, all that sort of thing. So what BibTeX allows you to do is once it's in this format, you can easily switch between APA, MLA, Chicago. So if I'm writing my dissertation and they're requiring APA, and then I write for a journal and they're requiring IEEE or Chicago, I can easily switch between them without having to do anything else. Also, if you're referencing within a document, you can use this format to generate in-text citation and then a bibliography at the end of the document in whatever alphabetical format or footnote or whatever you need. So I don't know what that is. Okay, so now a lot of people are already using Zotero, and there's obviously a lot of advantages to using Zotero, so I'm going to briefly show how you can get this format from Zotero. So here's my Zotero. I used to use this a lot, but now I've switched over to using a more manual method with JabRef. So the nice thing about Zotero is if you go to Google Scholar, it'll automatically generate these for you, and it will also a lot of times pull the document in and store it on your computer so that you can just go in and double click, opens up the article. But anyway, so here's a couple that I've got grouped, and if I want, obviously it's got the title, the author, so it's basically taking all these fields, and then you can use that to export. So if I go to File, Export Library, here's all these formats. So the most common one's probably BibTeX. So I'm going to export these, and let's see, we'll call this PyTut or LaTeX Tut .bib. Store that on my desktop. So let's say I already have all my sources in Zotero and I want to switch over to a different program, so I can open up JabRef, and this is a old file, so let's see, new BibTeX library. I'm going to close that. I'm going to save the library as JabRef Tut and as .bib. And now I can import into current library what I just exported from Zotero, which was LaTeX Tut.bib. So I'm going to open that, and here are the entries. So it actually exported my whole library. So let me just go try this again. I'm gonna go back to Zotero, and I'm just gonna select these. Yeah, this is how you do it. And then I want to just export these ones. BibTeX. I'm gonna write over my LaTeX Tut, replace it. I'm gonna come in here, import into current library. .bib, LaTeX Tut, open. So here are these articles, and select all, and hit OK. Okay, so when you're using LaTeX, these BibTeX keys are really important because these are what you actually write into LaTeX. So if you're writing it in traditional Word, not using OneNote or anything, you're gonna, if you're doing a citation, you're like an in-text citation, you're typically going to do last name, comma date, depending on whatever format. So in LaTeX, instead of doing that, you're just going to do cite, and then you're going to reference this BibTeX key. So you can manually change these. If I double click on an article, here's my BibTeX key, and I can edit that. All right, so that's just a real basic introduction to JabRef and Zotero. Like I said previously, if you just want to use Zotero, that's fine. You just export or just reference the .bib file. All right, thanks.